I'm Nova Minokawa, your fallen star rising to the top of your hearts, and I am back with Vampire Therapist. Is it too loud? I might turn it down on my end a little bit. No, it looks okay. It doesn't look like it's interfering too much. If it's too quiet, definitely let me know. So, we first started playing this game last week, and wow, there was a lot that happened. I had my first therapy session. I went into a kink room. That was fun. That was different. We played a little mini game, and we got really flustered. At least I did. I don't know about you guys. It was, woo! A little hotter than I expected. It's all good. Yeah, so I am playing this. Let's just get back into it. Continue. Now, we were kind of in the middle of a conversation. But I think we just finished like our first reel today, so let me see. Okay, I'll put up the desktop audio a little more. Here we go. Okay. Can we replay what they were saying? I guess not. Evidence stands against that reasoning, my friend. We need to talk about disqualifying the positive again. So I guess our character here that we're playing said something negative about themselves. Me too, buddy. Let's see.
All right, I get it. I guess I've been muddling through okay.
You've been doing wonderfully. I hope you are ready for a bit of a challenge tonight.
Who will our next client be? We're doing this for free, by the way. This guy runs a club, and it's all free. But he's like ancient, so it's okay. Old money.
Your next client has been known to be somewhat difficult. Here, look at her intake form.
Isabella Deste. Dang, she's got some funny tasting hats.
Whoa. Kind of looks like a Lord Frollo hat. Alright, so this person is 550 years old. And so she's like almost twice the age of her last client. Key figure in the Italian Renaissance, funding the works of Leonardo da Vinci, Andrea Mantegna, and Michelangelo. Received a humanist education and knows about history, art, music, and philosophy. Christic background. Family issues. Ooh, you know that's gonna be tough then. States that she is undergoing an existential immortality crisis, suggesting that her life and unlife have been both meaningless. Be very polite. Well, that shouldn't be a problem for Mr. Cowboy here, Mr. Sammy. He's like cowboy polite. I wonder if that will count. And she's like midlife crisis, basically, I think is kind of the fun, not pun, but the thing we're going with being 550. All right.
I think you should get along quite well then.
Oh, got him.
Walked right into that one.
Isabella is not your average vampire.
No.
She was once the powerful matriarch of one of the most influential families in Europe. She fraternized with popes and kings, and she also wielded great power over the art world. Some say that she was the model for the Mona Lisa.
One of them highfalutin types, huh? I don't think she's gonna like me much.
She is as human as any of us, Samuel. I already know you will find a way to relate with her.
I trust you, mentor. I trust you.
If you say so.
Remember, you can always seek my advice if you feel lost. You are not alone.
I'll need it. Last session, I was getting a lot wrong.
But I hear the beating of elegant wings. Breathe, Samuel.
Oh, is she not a bat? Is she a very pretty bat? Let's see.
Oh, and do be polite.
No, she's still a bat.
Goodness. So you are the new therapist Andromachos told me of. I was not expecting someone so rugged.
Rugged. I do like her hat, though. I like it. Should I get one of those? Let's see. Hold on. Can you imagine me in this hat? Like if I just put my face in front of her. Like this. Eh? Eh? Good? Could be good. Could be good. Yeah, I can pull it off, yeah.
Sam Walls at your service, ma'am.
Did he say his last name last time? Walls, Sam Walls.
You are a therapist.
In training.
Well, that's what I'm here for, ma'am.
Oh, confident. Okay. I'll follow his lead.
Enough with this, ma'am. I am not running a whorehouse. You may call me Senora.
Oh, okay. Signora! 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 Okay, this seems the most phonetically correct. Signora.
All right, Senora.
That sounds okay.
You have seen my what? Have you been peeking under my skirts, young man?
No! No!
Huh? What are you talking about, lady?
No, Signora, Signora!
Signora. Say it.
Signora.
Signora.
Uh-oh.
Signora. Signora.
You gotta do that hand motion that you can't see me do. Signora!
Signora?
Okay.
Porca miseria, this is not going to be easy, is it?
Therapy ain't never easy, Senora.
Okay.
So, therapy is always easy then?
Wait. Huh?
I said it ain't never easy, Senora.
Oh, okay. Grammar.
Is therapy easy or is it not?
Not, I guess.
Oh, how are we to examine my inner demons if your own speech is so diabolical?
I like her little hand motion right here. Brother,
You know what? Let's start over. Greetings and salutations, Senora. I am most honored to receive you in my humble office.
You gotta excuse him. Well, he used to be illiterate. No, so he's got an education. He's good.
Very well. I suppose it will do.
There we go.
I'm just here to help, Senora. It says here on your intake forms that you've been having a tough time lately.
A tough time. Indeed.
Time.
Yes, it has been a tough time. The
Time.
realization that not only am I a corpse, but that I have been a useless corpse for nearly 400 years is a tough time.
So what set off this feeling that you're a corpse?
I saw a film at the cinema.
Oh no.
Hey, I love the cinema.
I don't think this. They probably don't have the same taste in movies. Actors. She's gonna hate everything, okay? I know she is. But let's see. Actors, she probably doesn't like the new people. And then the glamour, she probably isn't, like, that's not. Her fashion is a little different. I'm gonna try actors.
Hot dang, them actors can really light up the screen sometimes. I'll admit, I'm pretty into the celebrity gossip scene. Who's hooking up with who, who's making waves. I can't get enough of it.
Oh, he's one of those, I see.
A foolish obsession. One must appreciate art, not the artist. If common mortals knew what Caravaggio had done in his free time, they would burn every one of his paintings.
Well, he wants to know. Let us know. Spill the tea.
They'd have to know who Caravaggio is first.
Ooh.
Oh? Do you know who Caravaggio is?
No.
Maybe let's get back to talking about what it was you saw at the cinema.
It was a most terrible film. One that shook me to my core. The pain of it lingers with me still 5 years later.
5 years.
Well, movies can be pretty powerful. Heck, I remember seeing one of the first films. There was a train coming right for the audience. We thought we were dead for sure.
I know about that one.
This film was not powerful, it was meaningless. It said nothing, did nothing, less than nothing, as loudly and garishly as possible.
And that movie, it was nothing. And those actors, they were nothing.
And the audience, fools that they were, cheered, applauded this desecration of the mind.
Everybody's a critic.
I hate this film with all my being, for it has done the cruelest thing. It has revealed the dark truth. This life that I cling to has no purpose.
Dang, what the heck was this movie?
Space Wars. Rise of the Spacewalker.
Shots have been fired. Oh my god. I kind of want to use... Alright, never mind. We're good. I'm gonna move on.
Well, wait a minute. Space Wars, the big science fiction franchise?
Yes, I believe it is important to understand modern media diets.
But that's the movie that gave you your personal crisis?
It did for a lot of people, so I honestly don't blame her.
Mind your tone. Do not think me a fool. I know it was not high art. But the money it made, it would make even the Pope blush. This stinking trash. This is what the people want.
People do like garbage.
You see,
Oh,
I
here we go.
understand now. My attempts to infuse art with meaning were pointless. All that I am, all that I ever was, is dead.
Disqualifying the positive. Is
For
that
such a
not it?
complicated woman, the answers are overly simple for Signora d'Este, are they not, Samuel?
Oh no.
You see, I understand now. My attempts to infuse art with meaning were pointless. All that I am,
Pointless.
all that I ever was, is dead.
Labeling. No!
Such a complicated woman,
Oh
the
my
answers
God,
are
she's
overly
labeling
simple for
herself
Signora
as
d'Este, are
pointless.
they not, Samuel?
Is it not Nosferatu thinking then?
You see, I understand now.
You don't seem that
Oh
dead
my
to me.
God.
We're having this conversation, ain't we? You ain't just
Wrong.
lying there decomposing.
Hold on. Let me look at that again. Black and white. I feel like it kind of is disqualifying the positive though, and she was labeling herself.
It is no different. I might as well be rotting in the ground.
I think you might get pretty bored.
Are you getting smart with me, boy?
Yes.
Look, I'm just talking facts. If you're saying all you are is dead, I think you might be doing some Nosferatu thinking. It ain't black and white. You're here. But let's go back to what you were saying.
Once, I elevated art, and all the world benefited. Why have I lost my power to elevate art now?
Control fallacy.
All the world
Woo!
benefited? There's a lot of people, and they got a lot of different preferences. You can't get them all, can you?
No.
But I could, once upon a time.
You can't reach everybody, Signora. I hadn't even heard of the Mona Lisa until about 1911.
Did you have any schooling whatsoever?
No, I didn't. But I don't think anyone in my time knew about the Mona Lisa either.
Oh, how wonderful. You add to my despair.
You haven't heard of me?
I'm saying you can't reach everyone, even in your own time.
That is true. I doubt the rabble had much of an opinion about the so-called great masters.
We only know what we know. But you were saying,
It was all for nothing. What good was guiding Da Vinci when they sell the Mona Lisa on beer coasters?
I got this has got to be this too, right?
so let me
Woo!
get this straight. For you, the Mona Lisa is good if it's only ever a painting.
What did she think about the pop art movement? That must have really grinded her gears.
Of course. Those of us who are educated know the way things should be and when they fall short.
Oh, your fancy education.
So there's perfect and not perfect for you, huh?
That's black and white thinking, Nosferatu thinking.
Yes, how clever of you to understand the difference.
You're not giving yourself a lot of room in between, are you?
No, there is no in between.
Oh,
There ain't much that's perfect in this world, Senora. You must be disappointed a lot of the time.
You have no idea. But as I was saying,
that is pretty sucky. Thinking, you're just constantly disappointed all the time. A lot of people are like that. They can't see the bright side in some things.
it should not be so. Art should have meaning, purpose. Beauty should expose truth.
Let's talk about Duchamp's toilet art. Possibly high standards and or too high cynicism. Control fallacy. No!
For 3,000 years, I have been told what things must be, and every single time, those ideals have been proven wrong.
I guess,
should
okay,
not be
fine. I
so.
guess this,
Art should
yes,
have meaning,
she said
purpose.
should
Beauty should expose
twice.
truth.
So I guess I should have gotten that one. But I guess my thinking was like she can't control that. Whatever. Should
You're saying
statement.
art should have meaning and purpose. But does all art need those things?
What is the purpose of creation otherwise?
To be, I don't know.
How about if I just like doodling? Ain't that a good enough reason to draw?
Yes.
It is a pointless reason.
No, it's not pointless.
Well, maybe I want to do something pointless. All I'm saying is that I don't have the same shoulds you do.
Perhaps you should.
Should.
But I don't. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Yes.
Which is speak like a peasant.
She hates me.
Heck, that's what I am, Senora. Ain't nothing gonna change that reality. Let's get back to what you were saying.
He's really good about deflecting things said against him. It's probably the self-loathing, but you know, he might just be good at it nonetheless.
But it seems I am just a dead woman. A walking corpse who is not worth listening to. I should walk into the sun.
Labeling herself. She's just a dead woman. She says that about herself.
Now, why have you gotta go and call yourself names?
They are not names, they are my reality. I am a dead woman, and I am a corpse, am I not?
Sam out here parrying back to the main thread of the conversation. It's hard. I feel like when you talk to someone who might like have a different opinion than you, for example, you know, they can change the subject to try to prove some point that wasn't even what you were going for. I don't know. By the way, I just like listened to a bunch of YouTube videos on cult experts. So that's kind of in my mind right now.
Is that all you are?
This is how I am defined by the world.
That's not what I'm saying.
Seems to me you're the one using them names. Hell, I think I'd be a little afraid of calling you a corpse.
Fair.
As you should be. Allow me to continue. You know, you make me sound rather mad. Like an old woman railing at the world, screaming into the void, all to no purpose.
Purpose. You said you have no purpose.
Look, Senora, all I'm trying to do is show you where you're a little rigid in your thinking is all. You're expecting a lot from the world and a lot from yourself. It ain't no surprise that you're gonna be disappointed over and over again.
I suppose that is some insight. Indeed, I have been in a state of disappointment from the moment I was 16.
Oh no. You've always been this way?
What happened when you were 16?
I got married.
Oh, well. Was that your choice?
I think I get it.
You absolutely do not get it. You are a man.
Well then, help me understand.
Frankie, my husband, he taught me the meaning of disappointment.
Oh no. Hey gays! Hi! Quite the greeting.
He taught me the world was built upon lies. These things men proclaim as values. Truth, beauty, the spiritual. They were all fiction. But if men did not live according to principle, I would. I would set the example and shame them all.
She's what inspired, is it Venus coming out of her well? Wait, what's the art thing? I'm not late, you're early. Venus coming out of her well to shame mankind, is that the right title? Venus at the bath. Oh, is that just a meme? Then coming to shame mankind? Is that not actually the name? Truth is coming out of her well. Okay. Yes. Truth, not Venus.
Yet, what a fool I have been to think humanity had greater aims.
So, what's this greater aim you're talking about?
I received a humanist education as a child. I was taught that the pathway to God was through rationality and a questioning mind, not slavish devotion to tradition.
Well, isn't that literally what she's doing right now? She's a slave to tradition, to how things should be, and she's not thinking through rationality or questioning. She's just disappointed and therefore going into this way. But also, I have no idea what her beliefs are anymore. I mean, she's a vampire, so I don't know if this world probably doesn't think that she's under God's light. I don't know. You know what? That's a little too deep for me right now.
This world is not Eden, but it could be. Or so I thought.
So you're talking about a literal pathway to God?
No, fool. A pathway to godliness. To live according to our natures. Our true natures.
This is triggering me right here. You mean being an Italian? I mean, the middle one, right? Again, nothing I say is gonna make this person happy. Being nudist, is this, did he think it's because like you're born naked? Is that like his thought pattern? Is that why this is an option? She's gonna slap me if I say being Italian.
You mean being vampires?
Come now, boy. Nothing could be further from natural. All this foolish hissing and copulation and blood drinking does not bring us closer to God.
Or godliness, I suppose. Is it copulation? I feel like copulation is specifically also supposed to be like populating? Or am I just getting this wrong because of population? But whatever. Do you not drink blood? I mean, I don't know. Her disgust face. Yeah, I really like it. It's perfect, honestly. Her whole body motion. It's really good.
But it does give us more time to find the path.
Well, talk to me about this pathway to God. How do you reckon we find this path?
I reckon nothing. I've always known that we can find our way back to God by fulfilling our human potential to be the greatest souls possible.
I am so interested in what her philosophy is. Okay, let's see. It's not these two. She's always known. Maybe Nosferatu thinking?
So what happens if we don't become the greatest souls possible?
Then godliness is denied to us, as it should be.
But what does this mean? Like, does she plan on dying and going to God? Is she was originally saying that she can make Earth this way. So perhaps, I don't know. I think her century of life is relevant here, just in her thoughts. Yeah, it for sure is. I'm just trying to see what the... I don't know, just her being a vampire complicates so many things. I'm so curious.
So either we ascend or we're nothing, huh?
I am glad to hear you are not as foolish as you look.
Oh, let's be honest, senor. Plain folks like me ain't got aspirations of being as good as Jesus Christ. Ain't he supposed to be a forgiving sort anyway? Let's just get back to what you were saying.
I have always known we must master ourselves and our baser instincts. Virtue must triumph over vice.
We must master ourselves. We must... I'm gonna say this is a should statement. Oh.
You know, there have been many entities over time that have tried to control humanity. They have all failed, and the Senora would do well to remember it.
Sounds like it's control fallacy.
I have always known we must master ourselves and our baser instincts.
You've been around a while, senora. In all that time, when have we mastered ourselves and our baser instincts?
Yeah, has anyone done this?
Not a single day. Men especially have no bottom to their depravity.
God, she's really saying no men's rights.
All right, fair enough. So us fellas have disappointed you every day for a few hundred years, right? Ain't that proof that nothing you do is gonna change that?
I mean, that's a little sad to say. Surely she can't change everybody, but, you know, some people, perhaps.
An evil thought, Mr. Sam Walls, but true, I concede.
We're in agreement then. It's a little bit of a control fallacy to think that's gonna change because of you. Well, let's keep going.
I have always known that the earthly lives we lead are disgusting, and only war and death can come of them.
I think this is it.
Hold up just a sec there, cowpoke. You really think all we can do is sow death and destruction?
No.
I do not poke cows. Do I look like a farmer?
Come on, senora. You've been alive to see what? 15, 20 billion people live and die?
Oh.
You really saying death and destruction is all each and every one of them ever amounted to?
Well, perhaps not individually, but as an immortal, I look at the greater arc of history.
It's that God complex. It's making you sad.
Well, most of us ain't looking to contribute to the greater arc of history, but that don't mean life's pointless. That's some Nosferatu thinking, I'll tell you what. But let's continue.
When she hears him say this, Nosferatu thinking, does she have any idea what he's saying? I feel like everything else is self-explanatory except for this, unless you're in the know.
I have always known the people have become fat and lazy, and living within the Garden of Eden is impossible in such a state.
I think this is labeling, calling some people fat and lazy.
Sounds to me
Yes.
like you're coming up with labels for kicking people out of the Garden of Eden.
She and so many others. Every vampire here is in the Nosferatu. God damn it, that's good. It's good, actually. Hold on, should I put... Maybe I should be putting chat on top here. Where can I put this? It needs to be smaller. It's kind of... You're gonna get it just really tiny. Right over here for now. We'll see. Nosferatu thinking, get out of here. You think you can be funnier than me on my stream? You think you can be funnier than me on my stream? Well, you're right.
Is that all we amount to? Fat and lazy?
Look around your own country, boy. Look
Oh,
at me.
no.
See my disgusting rolls and saggy
Oh,
features.
wait. Okay, first of all, man, so many shots at America. And also, she's calling herself ugly. No, no. What are you saying? Look at your nails, girl. Look at your opulence. The wordplay worked.
Would you let me into the Garden of Eden?
Well, it's not up to me, right? She has a lot to work on, but sure, as the good place has taught me, everybody has the potential to be, to just strive to be better than you were the day before. I believe this. Get this woman some self-esteem. Yeah, that's sad.
Well, sure, why the heck not?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're kind of judgy, but not because you have wrinkles and folds like a normal person. You were just thinking of the good place too? Yeah.
I am glad you are not the gatekeeper then.
Oh, even she wouldn't bring herself to this Garden of Eden that she wants. That's sad.
You rather have a gatekeeper who wouldn't let you in? Listen, Senora, you gotta go easy on yourself with them labels. Well, let's keep talking, though.
I have always known we should act with dignity if we would take our place at God's side once more.
Should statement.
I think this here's the meat of it, Senora. The filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Oh, that sounds good.
I fear your French is even worse than your Italian.
Here's the thing, Senora. Who came up with all them shoulds that'll take you to God?
Let me guess. The church. Your husband, someone like that.
Why, the greatest thinkers of history that I studied in my youth. Plato, Aristotle, Cicero, Aquinas.
I haven't really heard about this one.
Sounds like a bunch of dead guys to me. They really had it all figured out way back when, huh?
Uh-huh.
Well, of course not. How foolish do you think me?
Not at all, Senora. Just questioning where all them shoulds are coming from. But let's keep going.
Everybody likes to point to really old dead guys about, it's like, what would they think? I don't know. I don't care. They're gone. They're not relevant. They're not living in today with today's problems. Same thing with the founding fathers, guys. You can stop, burying your nose in there. Maybe his full name, St. Thomas Aquinas. I don't think we just see his surname very often. I still don't know. I'm not educated either. What's that guy who lived in a giant jar? That was, it was one of the first two, right? Was it Aristotle? It was one of them. I forget. No, it wasn't him. Are you sure? What was, hold on. Let me look this up. Diogenes! Oh, yes. That's right. Thank you for that.
So you think you are so very clever, do you, boy? That by pointing out my distortions, you have won?
No.
That is where you are truly the fool. I already know how wrong I have been, that I have been chasing an impossible fiction all my life.
I'm not trying to win.
Indeed, I now believe that even if we did follow the pathway to God, once we reach the end, we would discover that he, too, was a work of fiction.
Oh, okay. Interesting. We're getting to the heart of it here. Yeah, even the clever guys of the time disagreed. Sassing each other, indirectly writing letters from newspaper. So funny.
When I say God, I mean goodness, propriety, intelligence. God himself is a lie.
Whoa. Shots fired.
I see. So you've lost your faith.
Yes, it has crumbled to dust, much like myself in this fat, wretched old body.
Oh my god. Our mentor, he's pretty good looking he's older than anybody. Did she look like this always? Do you change somewhat when you're a vampire? Like, a lot of the times in vampire fiction, it's like, they stay frozen in time. What? I don't know.
Beauty and truth are lies. Ideas developed by ugly men to justify their existence. While we occupy ourselves chasing those ideals, they create space wars to leech our money and our vitality.
Oh my god.
And to think they call me judgmental while they created the false ideal to judge against.
I honestly have nothing to say to that.
You don't think I'm judgmental, do you, boy?
Okay, cool. Then why are you still holding this intensity? Yeah, holding it. Ugh. I don't know. Oh! Do I think you're judgmental? Flashback to like 5 minutes ago. Senora, you've been talking about nothing living up to your standards for the past 30 minutes. I think this one.
I wouldn't put it that way exactly.
Oh, he wouldn't even let me say it.
Besides, I ain't gonna call you names. In fact, that's where I think I want to challenge you.
Why did I even have to pick then?
Senora, I think the person you're judging more than anyone is yourself. I know you got raised with all them high ideals, so of course you're getting disappointed when nobody can reach them. That's some heavy pressure, not just on them, but on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I'd ask yourself what all that pressure's doing for you. Is it bringing you any satisfaction? We can't always control what things are gonna be.
This is not acceptable.
Control? Nosferatu? Control?
I got some bad news for you, Senora. None of us really has the power to change the world on our own. Not even a clever lady like yourself. I suggest we start working on ways of helping you find a way to accept the world for what it is.
But the world is base and unworthy.
The world is not based, just base.
Remember that term I told you about? Nosferatu thinking? You're gonna strip all the color out of the world if you keep doing that.
What did she think about that film?
The world's a lot more than just base and unworthy.
Nosferatu thinking. I am not used to having my own thoughts thrown back at me.
Well, that's why you're here, ain't it? I ain't gonna help you change the world, Senora. All I can do is help you find some other perspectives.
I suppose there is a certain simpleton's wisdom in the way you speak.
Hey, look, a smile. Hey, there you go.
Thanks, I guess.
Very well, boy. I will consider what you have said. We will meet again in exactly 4 weeks. Do we have an understanding?
Cool, I didn't lose her as a client. Yay! Time to drink some blood.
Yes, indeed, Senora.
Ugh. Please learn to speak properly by then.
Yay! Wait, she turned into a ton of bats that time.
You handled Senora Deste quite well.
She came in as a single bat, and then she left as a lot of bats. Is the many bats, the many perspectives she will take on, does each individual bat have its own thoughts? That's the question.
You kidding? That lady straight up hates my guts.
Samuel, if Isabella Deste hated your guts, she would not be shy about telling you so.
Whoa. Yeah, think about that.
That I believe.
Older we get, the harder it is to gain a different perspective. Have patience. We are not all as wise as Samuel Walls.
No.
Guess it's just that simpleton's wisdom, as the Senora called it.
Do not adopt her labels, Samuel. I will not stand for it.
Oh, it's kind of sexy the way he said that. I will not stand for it.
I know she was a challenge, but you rose to it as I knew you would. I think you deserve a night of hard drinking.
Hard drinking? Wow. Hard drinking? What's hard drinking in this world? Like, a lot? Do your people have to be on drugs and then you drink their blood and you got blood drugs? What does this mean?
You don't need to tell me twice. All right, Andy. I'll see you later then.
Indeed, Samuel. Enjoy yourself. excellent work tonight.
Look at his smile. I love it. Like little creases in his eyes, the fangy mouth was good.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Whoa, that was kind of jittery. There's Crimson.
Dang, I think that's enough abuse for one night. I could use a drink and a quiet night.
Hey, cowboy. Why the long face?
I used to say the same thing to my princess.
Your princess?
Your daughter.
My horse, actually.
Yeah.
She never really understood the joke, but I still like telling it to her.
Can you imagine if he had a daughter? Horse. He's a horse guy.
You didn't answer my question, gunslinger. What's got you down?
Oh, I just finished up with my second client. She gave me a tongue lashing to remember her by.
Wait, guys, do you see this? Can I zoom in? Hold on. How do I zoom in? Do you guys see this? Do you guys see this lime? Do you see this lime? Hold on. Guys, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this, guys? God damn it. How do I... Hello? Can I move? I can't make it bigger. Wait, yes I can. Hold on. You see this lime? Guys, this lime. This is a photoshopped lime. Someone did a fresco filter on this lime. What the heck? They didn't draw the lime. It doesn't look like I've drawn lime. Someone frescoed this bitch. All right, sorry. That just put me off.
You ever talk to someone who's so educated and refined that they make you feel like a space alien?
Only everyone I ever met in law school. At least until I learned to speak their language.
Ooh, law school. Nobody used artist eyes. I kind of wonder, I feel... Oh, this drink too! Wait a minute! Hold on a second. I need to figure out how I did my thing to zoom in. I need this right now. What is it? Tools? Scripts? Zoom in. Zoom source. Okay, there we go. Okay. Game. Where's the game? Game. There we go. All right. You see this lime? And then you see this drink? Look at this. Look at this ice. Look at this stuff. Someone took a photo and definitely drew on top of it, put some filters on. Probably for everything, which I'm not saying this is, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this is a bad thing. You know, do things that make your life easier, but it just looks so, it stands out so much. This one too.
You're a lawyer?
Was, and no, I wasn't the blood-sucking kind before you start with the vampire jokes. Just a wide-eyed DC do-gooder.
Right, and that's not in America. She's not from the States, she says.
But I get what you're talking about. People can use language like a membership card. You don't speak the lingo, you don't get in.
Well, that's just what I mean. I just ain't sure I've got the lingo for a 500-year-old high society Renaissance woman.
Guys, why is it Friday? Sorry.
Well, how do you think your session went? Think she heard you?
I think she did.
Well, she did say that I'd given her some stuff to think about. And to tell the truth, she seemed kind of embarrassed about that.
So what? If she heard you, I'd take the W, cowboy.
Take the W, cowboy.
Take the W. What, the wagon?
The win, Gramps. Maybe she isn't gonna relate to you, but that doesn't mean she can't hear you.
My tummy hurts.
You're probably right. I guess I'll take the W. And while you're at it, I'll take some B too. That's blood, see?
This is a very old person thing to say. I see the lingo you're doing, and I raise you my own lingo. I'm getting it right. Why is it not Friday? Because it is, unfortunately, still Thursday. Yeah. He tries.
What are you in the mood for? Men? Women? Something a little more off the beaten path?
What does that mean? Just, what? What are you, huh?
I think I'll have some takeaway tonight. What have you got?
Takeaway!
Here, try this. Should put some color in those cheeks.
You really ain't squeamish, huh, Crimson?
Nah, healthy blood never hurt anyone. I've been hanging around vampires for 20 years, and they aren't so scary.
Yeah.
Not even Bert.
Is Bert the guy outside?
What, that old pointy-eared teddy bear?
Yes.
He's a total sweetheart, unless someone gets aggressive or touchy with the customers.
Yeah, he's a consent king.
What does he do then?
They get a stern warning.
And if they don't listen?
Why, then he eats them.
Why, of course.
Maybe he is a teddy bear. I met Teddy Roosevelt back in the night, and I'm pretty sure he would have done the same thing.
He would have eaten someone? Yeah, okay.
Speaking of which, I got a thirst something fierce. I think I'll head back to my coffin for a little rest. But you have a good night, Crimson.
Cramson.
You too, Sam. Don't let the Draculas bite.
Time to crack open a warm one.
Oh, a warm one. But where are the boys? You can't crack up a warm one without the boys.
That's the good stuff. Now, maybe I can find a quote from one of my favorite books that'll help give me a little inspiration.
You hear that lip smack?
Or I could watch the Three Stooges hit each other a whole bunch. Or I could just go to sleep. What's it gonna be, Sammy boy?
Thoreau. Is this a philosopher too? I know what this is. And I already sleep enough as it is. Let's read some Thoreau.
My profession is to be always on the alert, to find God in nature, to know his lurking places. I always like that quote. I ain't a God-fearing kind, but it's true. There's a natural beauty behind the man-made world if you know where to look.
Do you think they must have night vision, right?
Isabella D'Este's all culture and breeding, but underneath, she's got her vulnerable and beautiful humanity too. I just gotta remember that.
No.
All right, that's enough for one night. Time for some rest. I hope my next client will be a little easier.
Why do I feel like it's not? Ooh, the coming in animation's a little choppy. It's alright.
Samuel, good evening. I am glad to see you looking so fresh and well slept.
Uh-oh, something tells me I'm in for it tonight.
Let's take a look at his background now that I can zoom in. This is like one of those point and click games. It feels like. Nothing feels very off about this particular room. It's probably because it's like the main room and it's also on the main page.
The truth is seldom unseen by you, my friend. Tonight, you face perhaps one of the most difficult challenges a therapist can face. The fact that you may not be able to help everyone. In truth, I have failed to help clients with this particular disposition many times.
Oh, what's the disposition?
Hey, I'm new at this. You're nigh on 3,000 years old. If you can't help them, how can I?
It is not guaranteed that we can help every client. To think we are powerless to help any is a cognitive distortion itself. I believe you know it.
Yes, okay. We can't, oh, they changed up the order. This used to be over here. Are they trying to trick me? Control fallacy.
Yeah, all right, control fallacy, I know. I can help some folk.
Thought you could trip me up? I don't think so.
That's right. Here, take a look at this case file.
Theater feller, huh? I've known a few of them in my time. They can be a little, self-absorbed.
Edmund Kean, 200. This is our youngest one. British. Edmund Kean was a highly influential Shakespearean stage actor during the Georgian period, Georgian period. He is credited with more personal interpretations of character as opposed to pantomime performances, tumultuous life on stage, alcoholism, sex scandals, entitled behavior. He wants to return to the stage, but he's angry at critics who might review him poorly. Demands respect as the greatest actor in the world has ever seen.
He's looking for therapy because people don't like him, it says?
He is one of the most revered actors in all of history.
So he might have a few cognitive distortions.
A few. He may not recognize them,
so
Samuel, but all you can do is present reality to him.
Do you think we're going to help him out, guys? Do you think he'll want to see us again in 4 weeks?
He comes. Remember, I will give you whatever advice I can. Good luck, my friend.
Tummy hurts.
I hope I'm up to this.
What is this vampire I see before me?
I'm Sam Walls. I'm your new therapist.
I wonder, was he a previous client of the other guy?
Your dress, your bearing, your hat. You also are forgotten by time. Oh, how fortuitous. A kindred spirit, perhaps. A therapist should know pain, I say. Most excellent.
Most excellent.
Tarnation. Can't get a break with this here hat of mine.
It's not even... People wear cowboy hats. That's still a modern thing.
No. It's perfect. Do not change a single thing. It gives me faith.
He has some very, very sunken gray eyes here.
Faith, my dear vampire, that you can help me.
I'm gonna do everything I can. I promise you that, amigo.
Do not do so lightly. Darkness dwells within my damned soul. You journey into my pain at your peril, and I cannot be your Virgil.
I'm familiar with this, but I don't know too well.
You're who now? Anyway, you wrote in your intake form that you're here because...
Mortals confused about your sexuality. Your dressing room is too small. Oh my god.
Mortals don't appreciate you, you said.
Indeed. And I fear they cannot. They must die to appreciate life. As mortals, they cannot ask the immortal questions. What is life for us who do not live? Why are we here? Why do we continue? What do we do when death has no meaning? And what a piece of work is vampire. How noble in stature, how infinite in life.
Look at him gripping himself. Look at him. Look at this, man. Look at him. It's a Dante's Inferno ref. Thank you. Do I indulge him? Do I cut him off? I feel like it's rude to cut him off. But do I indulge? Let's go for it.
In form and moving, how express and admirable. In action, how like a demon. In apprehension, how like a bat. Ah, the beauty of the night!
Oh! Alright, this is it.
All right, that's enough of that. Before we answer the question of why we're all here, why are you here? Well, that is, what exactly drove you to me, partner?
Barner?
Oh, that. Well, a pustule of a theater historian I recently seduced and killed, sprang the seeds of doubt in mine corpus.
He seduced and killed them.
He was writing a biography of the great Edmund Kean, and I thought mayhap that I would favor him with a secret or two. He said my acting style would now be considered archaic.
You just have to be in the right circles.
Though I drank him to the last, I fear his cruel barb was sharper than my fangs.
Uh-oh.
This embossed carbuncle of corrupted blood caused me to doubt myself.
Me?
Are all men such fools? Will I ever find my audience again? Or did they die long, long ago? Help me purge these mortal concerns from my mind, dear man.
We're always gonna have doubts, compadre. That's normal. But I think I can help you see things a little differently. So, he said your acting's out of date. Why don't you just tell me why it bothered you so much?
He's too much of the theater. He should go to New York City.
Because it's simply not possible. Acting became a noble craft entirely because of me. In truth, I am perfect.
Is he labeling because he's calling himself perfect? Is he Nosferatu thinking because it's black and white? I'm gonna say this.
Sorry,
Woo!
fella, I gotta stop you for a second there. You really saying you're perfect?
Mordio, can you get me cookies and milk? A cookie for dunking, perhaps? I bid you, I summon you, please. Oh my god, thank you. Bless you.
Oh, not at all. I'm not a narcissist. I believe I would find myself quite inept at, say, street cleaning or dishwashing.
Okay, so he's perfect at his craft.
But as far as acting is concerned, yes.
Yes.
If an actor be assessed, you would assess him on the scale of Edmund Kean.
Oh, come on. You ain't ever forgotten a line?
I suppose, on occasion, a line has left me due to circumstances beyond my control.
Not my fault.
But that is the fault of alcohol, not of Edmund Kean.
And who consumes the alcohol?
So in those times you were drinking, you might not have been perfect. And the acting world kept on turning.
Oh, come now. I was clearly exercising some dramatic license. It is not so black and white.
It is not so Nosferatu thinking.
Well, that's exactly what I was trying to say. But keep talking. We got some more stuff to sort out.
Oh, there are celebrated actors in these times, yes. But any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow. But the actors of modern times, they are shallow, beggarly parrots. Parrots who screech the lines, but do they know them? Do they feel as we feel?
Do they hear, feel, think?
It is my gentle direction that takes the craft to higher echelons, and mine alone. Acting does not evolve without me.
I'm the one who acts.
These critics should honor me, as is my due.
All right, friend, let's start that again from the top. I think we got a lot to unpack.
Because it's simply not possible. Acting became a noble craft entirely because of me. In truth, I am
Oh wait, was I supposed to... I didn't realize I had... Wait, my bad. Alright, Nosferatu
Sorry,
thinking.
fella, I gotta...
Oh, but
Okay.
as far as acting,
Oh, come
I
on.
gotta
You ain't
look
ever
at it
forgotten a
when
line?
it turns
I
up red.
suppose, but that is the fault.
So in those times you were...
Oh, come now.
Well, that's exactly what I was trying to say. But keep...
All right.
Oh, there are celebrated
Celebrated
actors
actors.
in these times, yes. But any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow.
Boom, control fallacy. No!
Special client. Remember that his distortions can be about others, not just himself.
Okay.
Oh, there are celebrated actors in these times, yes. But any success they have is due to my beating the path for them to follow.
Disqualifying the positive? Like they're positive?
Oh, wait a minute. You're
Okay.
saying that every actor's success comes straight from you.
Of course. Even the greatest among my art would have been consigned to obscurity had it not been for my advancements.
Every single one of them ain't had nothing of their own to give to the theater?
Well, I suppose one or two actors in the last
Suppose.
300 years have impressed me.
Which ones? Name them. Name them.
Well, don't you think they deserve their own success?
I suppose mortals are owed their 15 minutes of fame. One must have some pity for them. We are not monsters. But the actors of modern times, they are shallow, beggarly parrots. Parrots who screech the lines, but do they know them? Do they feel as we feel?
Labeling.
So you're saying modern actors are parrots?
Wait, my cookies have arrived. Oh, hell yeah. Got my cookies. Thank you, Mordio. Thank you.
Indeed, they are only mimics, and thus no better than a well-trained bird.
You don't think they're actually birds, do you?
Oh no, I'm choking on my cookie. I'm good.
My dear boy, they live such short lives. What else can they do but ape the words and actions of their forebears?
But when you call them birds, you're just labeling them that. You ain't giving them a fair shot.
Oh, come now. I was clearly employing a little dramatic license.
But we're here to talk about truth, a right, compadre?
The truth! Ah, that's better.
It is my gentle direction that takes the craft to higher echelons, and mine alone. Acting does not evolve without me.
This is control fallacy.
You're saying only you can change the course of acting?
It is demonstrably true. There is acting before Edmund Kean, and there is acting after Edmund Kean.
But there's so many types of acting out there. I mean, I remember when vaudeville came out, but I don't think you had anything to do with that.
Vaudeville.
Vaudeville? Oh, like so many American arts, an art of the grotesque. You plunge a dagger into the heart of subtlety.
American hate once again.
So you didn't have nothing to do with vaudeville?
Oh, devils below, no.
No. Ugh.
Well, then you got a little control fallacy, hombre. Mortals got wills of their own.
Indeed. I suppose I don't want any responsibility for the things the Americans create anyway.
Brother, you're British.
These critics should honor me, as is my due.
Should.
You're saying critics should honor.
Got it.
Well, what happens if they don't?
Then he eats them. Or, drains them dry.
Then they are not doing their jobs properly. I do not ask for their laudations without cause. But if a so-called critic does not recognize my contributions to the theater, what do they know of the theater?
Maybe they just got different tastes.
Uneducated taste, perhaps.
Got a lot of rich people here. Sorry for my chewing.
If they are just uneducated, why should they appreciate you?
An interesting point. I suppose I cannot blame them.
Oh, it's not the poor people's fault that they're uneducated. You must forgive them. Okay.
Thou fiend! You are cruel indeed to beat a man when he is at his most vulnerable. I am here so you may help me cope with a world that has gone mad. Not so you might attack my every word.
Gone mad.
I'm doing no such thing. All I'm doing is pointing out your reality. If we're gonna cope, we gotta be honest about the world.
I keep looking at his chest hair. Sorry.
And I say that you are a villain. I come to you in desperate need, and you respond by mocking my desperation. Why would you do this to me? Do you not know what pain I am experiencing? Do you not know that I, as an actor, feel every sling and arrow more keenly?
I'm so important!
Art thou a therapist or a murderer that you would push me so to the brink? Do you want me to commit suicide?
I really wanted to say do it, you won't, but that's not That's not an appropriate thing to say to someone about this particular subject, but the thought crossed my mind.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to hurt you. I want to help everyone who comes to me.
Oh, he's got him on the defensive.
Samuel, a moment, please.
Andy, I got a real problem here. I think I'm not cut out for this work. This fella's right. Why am I attacking him when I should be helping?
First of all, should statement. You will do what you will do, and that is all, Samuel.
Firstly, hold on.
But look at the candles. What do you see?
These candles?
The candles? Oh, they seem fine to me.
Look at the flames.
I'm looking.
Wait a minute. They're getting higher, ain't they? What the hell's going on?
Are they? I didn't notice. Have they?
Your client is very powerful. He has his own unique skills earned through the ages. His skill in gaslighting is so intense that it affects the world around him.
God. He's gaslighting me? That literally makes the flames go. Ah! Oh my God. Not like this.
He is altering reality to fit his distortions. Be watchful, Samuel. Do not let him.
What? I didn't even notice. I gotta turn back the tape here. I didn't notice any candles getting bigger. He's a fire hazard.
How do I stop it?
Be persistent, and above all, be honest. He does not control your reality.
That's right. I'm not doing anything. I'm not attacking.
I await your apology, sir.
Easy, boy. Easy. I feel like that's saying calm down to a person is just like, not. How about this one?
I wasn't trying to rile you up none.
Yet I bared my undead soul to you, and you treated me like a pincushion with your sharp pricks.
My what now?
Pricks ain't got nothing to do with this, Edmund.
And now you seek to proposition me? Of course, it always goes like this.
It's always like
To
this.
you I am a void, nay, a whore, to use as you please.
Whoa, man. Whoa, I didn't say nothing like
Well,
that.
you are all alike, I say. Go on then, use me.
No thank you. No thank you.
You are losing him, Samuel. It is time to remember what makes you special.
Yes, what's my special skill?
You are not just a therapist, and you are not just a vampire. He is afraid, but you will conquer his fear.
Wait, he didn't say the last part. I was so concentrated on the dialogue, I'm not like looking to see if this is lighting up. I don't have anything to apologize for.
I don't have anything to apologize for.
That's right.
All I did was point out some truths in the things you were saying. Now, if that makes you angry, fella, I don't know what to tell you.
You wound me, but I am strong. I persist. I fight.
I fight.
I know my worth, sir. I have fought and died for my art. I shall take my business elsewhere, and vampire society shall hear of your quackery.
Quackery.
Stop him, Samuel.
Stop
It's not
him.
anger, but fear that drives him. Show him he has nothing to fear from you.
He's gonna leave a bad Yelp review. Stop that man. I'm trying, brother.
Easy, boy, easy.
Whoa, wait a minute. Did you hear the horse sounds right there? Is that my special ability? I summon the horses. Horses! Whoa, girl, whoa.
I shall not go easy. I shall not.
Go, special ability.
Ain't nobody gonna hurt you. There's a good vampire.
Oh my god, he's playing. Oh my god. There you go. Shh. Oh, there. Whoa, girl, whoa. You're okay. You're okay. Here, let me stroke your hair. You're alright. You're alright. It's okay. Come, shh. Whoa.
A good vampire? What
Look at his pose. Oh my god. He's thinking. His eyes.
You're safe now. Ain't nobody here to hurt you or make you feel bad.
Whoa. Can't believe that worked. Did the fire go down? I didn't see it.
I'm your buddy. That's us. We're just buddies, ain't we?
Oh my god. We're buddies. Hey, buddy. Hey, man.
Buddies? Yes. A friend. A friend. A friend who wishes to help me.
Damn, can't believe that worked.
You feeling better there, compadre?
I must confess that I am. Though I scarcely understand how.
Okay, I think it went a little down, right? It's hard to see the changes.
Hey, well, that's just great. I want this to be a comfortable place for you.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, I do believe you.
of course.
After all, your profession is in many ways similar to acting. It is no wonder that we find common ground.
Is it? I want to hear this.
How is therapy like acting?
Yes, that is. Thank you, Sam. That's exactly my thoughts.
It is the exploration of the soul, is it not? A journey into pain and truth.
The main fire is where I saw it more dramatically. Yeah, that was definitely bigger. But he said look at the candle, so I was like trying to look at this, but it wasn't as obvious. This is much more easy to see.
We see those pains and truths and reflect them onto the cruel world.
I ain't sure I quite see it like that, but it's true that reflecting is important. Kind of funny when we can't look in a mirror, huh?
One of death's cruel
We're
ironies.
bonding.
Thus must we see our reflections in the mortal audience instead.
The more I look at his face, like this section feels very puffy. Feels like a protrusion on his face. It looks painful, like he just got a black eye.
You care a lot about what the mortals think about you.
Of course I do. Why should I give a fig about what we dusty old folk think, eh? Most of us are stuck in our relative pasts, if you'll pardon the offense.
Oh, here's the irony. Or maybe it's irony, maybe it's a hypocritical thinking, you know, whatever makes sense here.
But all them folks die. You're what, 300 years old?
Don't remind me.
Oh,
Yes,
here we go.
they die, but I cannot. I must not. If I do not exist in their hearts, there is only the purgatory of oblivion.
I must not? Should? No.
Listen to the extremes he is using.
Okay,
Things
fair
seem
enough.
definite for him, don't they?
Okay, I guess using must is not the same as should. I guess it's not the whatever. Okay,
Don't remind me.
nose
Yes,
for
they
all.
die.
You cannot. You must not. You're talking like there's only one future.
See, it feels like well. Okay, never mind. Nose for all. Think.
For me, there is only one future, save oblivion.
Come on now, that's a little extreme.
'Tis not so. What else have I but the stage?
You have your ascot.
Well, that's a fine question. I'll tell you what, though, compadre, you are more than the stage. What if theater just didn't exist?
Perish the thought. Perish it with all due enmity. Unlike some vampires, I am not some blood-guzzling parasite who will idly sit and wait as the world turns.
Labeling.
You calling most of our kind parasites?
I am, for that is what we are, if we are nothing else.
And I am the theater.
All right, let's just forget the
And
part
I am
where
a
you're
therapist.
insulting other vampires, myself included. If you say that you're a parasite if you don't do something, you're gonna be scared as hell of not doing that thing.
Yeah.
As an immortal, I aim for loftier goals.
Can you hit those goals if you're busy being afraid of turning into a parasite?
Ah, but your humble speech does belie the true wisdom beneath. I am indeed cruel to myself.
When I'm not being narcissistic, I am being terribly cruel to myself.
I died for the stage, so I should live for it as well.
Should.
Well, why should you live for the stage?
What was my death worth if the stage does not matter?
But it's only you who's saying your death ain't worth something. Your shoulds are fatal. Ain't that a lot of pressure?
A lot of pressure.
Perhaps.
though one might argue that all great actors must be forged in fire.
Yeah, this is the whole artists must suffer for their art sort of deal. You don't create good art by suffering. Like, you can suffer and be inspired by it, use it to create art, but when you are suffering in the present, you can't produce good art that, really, like, it's hard to do that stuff. I'm not saying you can't produce it, but, like, it's difficult, and most people don't. If you're feeling terrible about yourself, you're probably, feeling those feelings. A lot of people talk about Van Gogh and stuff, like suffering, and, he painted the most beautiful things when he was miserable, but it's not when he was feeling badly at that time that he did those paintings. When he was in a better place to be able to do those things and use that for him. Anyway, I just feel like it's interesting to think, like, if he's constantly suffering all the time, and therefore he cannot evolve acting, is what I'm saying. Inspiration porn is awful, and
But is acting really the most
he
important
took
thing in the
medicines,
world?
yes.
I shall assume that you jest. Vampire society is of no use to me. We are so few, and I cannot have an adoring crowd without a crowd.
We are few. Cannot have an adoring crowd. This one? Aw,
Edmund
man.
is being a little choosy with his audience, isn't he?
Yeah.
Don't remind me. Yes, they die, but I cannot. I must not. If I do not exist in their hearts, there is only the purgatory of oblivion.
You cannot, you must not.
For me,
I
there is
already
only...
did this. Okay, so I have to go back.
Well, that's a found.
Perish the... Unlike some vampires, I am not...
God, I had to go all the way back?
I am...
All right, let's just if you say that
As an immortal...
can you hit those goals?
but I died for the stage.
Should I?
Oh,
Okay.
what
go
was my...
on.
But it's only you. Your shoulds.
Perhaps.
But is acting really the...
I shall assume vampire society is of no use to me. We are so few, and I cannot have an adoring crowd without a crowd.
Did we... If it's not control fallacy, maybe disqualifying the positive of vampire society?
Vampires ain't got nothing to offer you.
Nothing they can give, no. Vampires do not understand the avant-garde.
You're a vampire.
Vampires have a lot to give. We got time to understand things mortals just can't. I think you're disqualifying the positive things about us vampires.
Oh, perhaps. But an understanding of the stage is not one of them.
Then what about you?
You know, I see what you are doing. The motivations of man are well known to me through my art.
And what am I doing?
You are mocking me, undermining me, causing me to doubt myself. I know thy purpose, wretch.
Okay, is the fire gonna get bigger? Do we have to woe girl him?
This therapy business is all a ruse. You would lay me low and claim dominion over me.
All I'm trying to do is help you, friend. Reality's a lot easier to deal with when you can accept it for what it is.
So, now you doubt my sanity. Is there no end to your japes and jabs?
Alright, here we go.
Shall not break. Oh, you shall see. The tides of cruel seas will crash upon me, but I do not wither. I know thy game, trickster. You wish to keep me in your debt. The more I doubt myself, the more you take from me. You think you are clever, but thy tongue outvenoms all the worms of the Nile. Well, what have you to say for yourself? Speak, that I might hear thy bile.
Tell him you do this for free. Tell him you aren't a trickster. Tame him like a wild horse. Well, you know what they say. If you follow the horse, you get on the tigers, you get on the hydra. Tame him like a wild horse.
Easy there.
Whoa, girl. Whoa. Time to pet his head. Whoa, girl. Calm down. Calm down. Oh, who's a good vampire? You're a good vampire. Whoa, boy.
What?
Uh-oh. Is it not working?
I know you're upset and you're scared. I ain't gonna hurt you.
You want to hurt me?
It's working. It's working. The horses are working.
Good.
I've got
Ain't you
horsepower.
sweet? Yeah, it's all right.
Ain't you sweet? What? That's right. You're sweet. You're a sweet boy. Oh, look at you. Look at you in your fancy clothes. Yeah, I'm not gonna hurt you.
You really don't want to hurt me? You'll keep me safe?
Oh no, this man. He's broken. He hasn't felt emotional connectivity in forever. Men will do anything but go to therapy. Just kidding. He's in therapy right now. We're all good. Yeah, I'll keep you safe, boy. I'll keep you safe. You're alright. He's so broke.
We're safe. Ain't no place safer than right here.
This is a safe place.
We're friends. That's right. You're my buddy now. Just my pal Eddie.
Eddie!
In truth, I am oft left bereft of friendship. Our kind can be difficult.
Oh, did you hear that little in his voice right here? Right between the ellipses. It would have been great if his name plate changed to Eddie. That would have been pretty funny.
You mean vampires?
No, actors.
Oh.
But to sense one is not alone in all the world is a feeling to be cherished.
You ain't alone, I promise you. Whatever bad stuff we're living, someone else has lived it already.
'Tis so. Many geniuses were unappreciated in their time, with wonders of their craft consigned to history's dusty pages. Even the bard himself did struggle. There is some comfort in that.
The bard?
Common nocturnality. We all got the same needs, man. Blood, safety, and sex.
I don't know about this one.
Indeed. I too am akin to the doomed Achilles, though my sore spot lies not so low, but twixt stem and stern.
Tain't my place to comment.
Taint.
Oh, it seems the spot is no secret to you after all.
Oh, I made a joke, but I didn't think they were gonna follow up with that. Oh. I was just being stupid. They stupided me right back.
Maybe we can talk about that some more in your next session. I think you did pretty dang well today.
Yes, I suppose I did. I am rather good at therapy, aren't I?
Yeah, you're good at therapy. Oh, yeah, good job.
If you're here and wanting to get better, yeah, I'd say that makes you pretty good at therapy.
Well, one mustn't rest on one's laurels, must one?
That's right, Eddie. Okay, I'll see you in a few weeks then.
Aye, we shall vanquish my demons together. I cannot tarry. The stage awaits.
Toodaloo.
Dang, what the hell was that?
One of the darker malignancies of the mind, dear Samuel.
You sure I'm up to this?
You were masterful, Samuel. You were able to take your knowledge about
I want to play this game so bad. It looks so good, and I love how they give like legit through therapy advice too. Yeah, they do. It's really good. I'm having a lot of fun. I don't know when you joined in, but oh my god, our last client was something.
And we must speak about this equine ability of yours in your next session.
Yes. Okay. How did you know about my horse abilities? How did you know I had horsepower in me? I got that horse in me.
Oh, that. Yeah, I learned a lot about myself through my horse.
Save it for our next session. Rest, Samuel. You have faced a great danger. Now it is time to drink and be merry with the Goths.
Drink and be merry with the Goths. Yeah, last night I didn't get to be with it. I didn't have a mini game. I just drank in my coffin.
Oh, not sure I'd call them merry, but they know how to cut loose. All right, Andy, I'll see you later.
Yeah, let's party with the Goths. I got the horse in me. I'll work on my horse money for next time.
Good night, Samuel. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Oh boy, that's choppy. When they see me in the club,
Well,
all
that
eyes
was one
on
of the weirdest
us.
experiences of my life. I probably want to forget that. I should go talk to Crimson.
Yeah, let's talk to Crimson.
If it isn't Sammy the Kid, plop that butt down. Got a shot prepared for you.
This part, oh boy, what is it? Oh, the goths, yeah! A shot. Oh, I'm hearing lyrics in the music now. I hope it, oh wait, it's gonna get copyright stricken on YouTube again. I forgot, my last VOD got stricken, whatever. Give me a chance, Crimson.
Well, thanks, Crimson. What is that? Bloody Mary?
You in here for lip noises, lip sounds, ASMR?
No, a Bloody Steve. I think that's what he said his name was.
Whoa, where's the rest of the dialogue?
Of course it is. How's the crowd tonight?
You know, it's funny. They're a little on the weird side tonight. Must be a full moon out.
Are there werewolves too? Are there werewolves? Oh, woo?
Oh, you ain't kidding. I just had my first therapy session with the strangest fella I ever met.
Steve. Oh, woo!
The actor type. Used to be an international celebrity back when I was alive.
Oh yeah, he's just a little younger than Sam here. I think he's like 300 something, and the other guy was like 250 or something.
Well, seems like fame's a nasty drug.
Like Andy says, people are people. Doesn't matter what era they're from. Feeling good about your session though?
I like her eyeliner here. This like just red streak across the eyes. It's very cool. I like that a lot. It went well. I discovered my horsepower. Each session I'm doing great.
He was pretty confrontational, but he was happy to talk about himself at least.
And he didn't run away. He was trying to gaslight, and we used our horsepowers on him. It was pretty good.
Andy says the real clients to worry about are the ones who've got nothing to say.
I get that. Being a human isn't easy. You gotta be pretty damn privileged to have no problems at all.
True.
Well, this fella definitely has plenty of problems. I think he'll be keeping me busy.
It's a big world out there, cowboy. Full of vampires with no self-awareness.
We've been doing a client each night. I wonder how many we'll have, and we'll come back to other people. I have no idea how long this game is actually.
Well, ain't that the truth? Well, here's to change then.
To change.
To change.
You, drinking Andy's blood there?
Andy's? Nuh-uh, this is a plain old mortal drink. You think anyone would want to drink that man's blood from a bottle when they can get it straight from the source?
Nah, I do tap only. Does that make sense? I don't drink.
I suppose they wouldn't.
Ma'am.
I'm not proud to drink blood, Sam. Wouldn't be doing it out here.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I didn't mean to cause offense, ma'am.
Not your fault. I guess I shouldn't be offended.
Should statement! Please.
Who's telling you that you shouldn't be offended, Crimson? I know this blood drinking stuff is complicated.
I got it. So good at this game.
Damn right it is.
Oh yeah, look at her face right here. It's a good angry face.
Look, I have customers to deal with. But let me give you some advice, Buffalo Bill. No therapy in here.
Oh, she didn't like that. She didn't like that we used our fancy therapy lingo here. She doesn't want to be analyzed.
What happens at Liminal happens with consent. Got it?
Ooh.
All right, that's fair, and my sincere apologies. It won't happen again.
That's right.
That's
Oh,
right.
dang it. I've gone and made myself unwelcome. I better get out of Crimson's
No,
way.
we were doing so well with her.
You.
Oh my god, who are you? Oh my god. She's beautiful. Look at her eyeball. Lolita-ish type outfit. Look at that. You have beautiful eyes. Wow. So many eyes to look at. Excuse me, my eyes are here and here and here.
Huh? Do I know you?
I know you. I've been watching you, vampire.
I can tell. Play along.
Yep, that's me, drinking blood to live.
Yes, you do. I saw you. I see everything.
Did you see how badly I beefed it with Crimson?
My name is Panoptibella.
Panoptic Bella.
It means I see all, and I am beautiful.
Don't worry, I understood that from your name. I just had an Italian client. I've also watched the Twilight movies. I know what Bella means.
I saw you in the kink room with Reinhardt and Maxi.
Oh. That was like 2 days ago, maybe 3.
And now I see that you are thirsty and would like to drink.
It's okay, I had a bloody Steve.
Yep, that is so.
Come, drink from my neck. I wish to see what it is like.
Are we gonna do the mini game and these eyeballs are gonna keep looking at me while I like go up and down? Oh, that was so quick. I thought we would go to the kink room. We're just doing it here. Whoop! Oh no, I don't like that. I'm embarrassed. Yeah, the eyeball headpiece is so good. This is so good. I want this. I want this. He was really like, in the beginning, he was pretty shy from doing it live, but now he's just like on the dance floor.
Yes, I see now. That was very pleasant. Thank you.
I wonder in this world, do like vampires, I have no idea what their vampire lore is, but wouldn't it be interesting if it was kind of like how mosquitoes, right? They have some kind of thing in their saliva where you don't notice them biting you. And maybe it's like the same thing where some kind of property in their mouth makes it so it's not super uncomfortable. He thirsty.
You will go to your coffin now to sleep.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Well, if you wanted to cuddle.
It is normal for vampires to enter a state of torpor after consuming the blood of another.
He was willing to cuddle her. Okay. I guess he just wasn't into the other, the couple. I want to cuddle, ma'am!
I wish you an excellent torpor, vampire.
Thanks, I guess. I guess I'd better get some shut-eye. This night has gone on long
I like her
enough.
cardigan too. It's very fluffy. Or, well, maybe not fluffy is the right word, but like it looks very soft. Are we going into the next? Okay,
Good evening, Sammy.
wait,
You're feeling
wait,
rested. I have a
save,
new client for you.
save. Okay, sorry. All right, this game, it kind of saves right in the middle of wherever you are, so I will have to stop here. Just too bad. It's very fun, but we got through to our 2 clients. We did 2 clients today. And we got to suck some blood. Suck some blood. I was on the cardigan. Yeah, it's so cute. Yes. Okay, let's wrap up tonight. It's not Friday, but tomorrow is Friday, and Friday's stream is Final Fantasy. We're doing Final Fantasy tomorrow, Mordio and I. We're like halfway through the expansion right now. Eventually we'll probably do a very long stream on that, because we do want to finish that up before we go on our long break, which will happen like at the end of the month. So yeah, we have that to look forward to. And then we'll just figure out the schedule for next week too. I don't know. I mean, I'm really enjoying this, and if you guys are enjoying this too, I would love to continue. It's hard not to play it off stream, but I'll save it for you guys because I think it's a lot of fun, a lot to talk about here. So we're just gonna close it out here. So I hope you guys had a wonderful time. I hope you have a great night or morning wherever you are, whatever time of day it is, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.